Hello, it's Oaken. I'm back here with another one of these Incursions runs. We're going to see if I can do a little bit better, get past the first bit. So I think it really is all dependent about beating your first fight, which, if you don't know anything about Incursions, a lot of this is just luck. You know, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. I think Corvus Glaive might be easier. I don't know. I got really lucky between, let's see this. Defender rotates between stun, slow, and heal block immunity every 8 seconds. Okay. While close to the defender, the attacker gains a weakness debuff every 3 seconds, reducing the attack by 10% permanently. No. This is what I mean. We're just gonna do this. I'm just gonna bundle a bunch of these into a different episode. I think we actually do I think we do critical rating. Maybe we do prowess again, or maybe we just go with the block proficiency. We're gonna go with prowess because I think that really helped us almost finish that fight earlier. Because I'm really curious to see like what happens in the second fight, you know? Like, I haven't even gotten past the first zone, so I'd hope after like the first zone, you know, it gets, I don't know, I really hope we get another boss debuff, because if we don't, it's like not that fun. Okay, so for now he's stun immune, just have to pay attention to that. I want to bait out his special one, because way easier to dodge. I am starting to like him, like fighting with him. I think maybe that's the other thing is, oh, see, here it is. This is why we wanted the block proficiency. See? Having that extra block proficiency was probably going to help in the beginning. I think maybe it's just me. I'm going to have to test this out a little bit. I think Venom the Duck and Scream seem like the two main champions you want when taking this first fight on. Just got to keep kind of rotating a little bit. See, I should have dodged that, but main reason why I think Venom the Duck and Scream are probably the best synergies to have on him going through this is because that block proficiency means so much and the constant regen. So we're going to do this one. Since it's 21, we might as well just activate a bunch of these because we can activate them several times. So wait, we can just activate these all then. Can we not? Okay. So we activate these all. Let's boost. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this fight goes this time now. I'm going to use my boost and everything. We're going to see if... Okay. I should have read, but it looks like he's going through, There we go. Oh, we're really starting to put some damage on him. Again, that Venom the Duck and Scream are really putting this work in. Okay. Oh. Come on. And then you gotta think, those things are permanent. So the longer these fights go, I bet after this next one, it's gonna be like it's just nothing. See, I shouldn't have dodged that. That was not gonna be dodged. Plus, you got to think about it. We're doing this now. Okay, so you just want to really... I would recommend, if I was going through this, because they just gave out a bunch of champions with it. Venom, the Duck, Scream. That block proficiency is really helping make sure that we don't take a bunch of damage. And then, on the other hand, Venom the Duck, like I already said, really make... Oh, we get these rewards instantly. Might as well just not stop. See how far we can go. We did the first one. Let's see how this works. Unstoppable. I think we just go with these two. I think Venom the Duck and Scream might be the best ones here. Maybe I'm tripping, but like, attacker gains a true sense buff. No auto block or miss. Gains immunity to poison and bleed. Cold snap and rupture. Incinerate and shock. Reverse controls. Power buff gaining 50% of a bar power over 12 seconds. Once this power gain ends, the attacker gains it again after 12 seconds. The attacker gains an indefinite grit passive. Every 4 seconds, it gets a placebo buff lasting 15 seconds. Each time the attacker well-timed blocks an attack. Perfect. Okay. Parries. The defender inflicts. Okay. Gets an armor break. Each time an nullifier staggers and put onto them, they gain an indefinite rejuvenate. Which also increases how much healing they're doing. Each time the defender evades, fail to do. Okay. Each time a fury buff is gained, gain an intensify buff. Ooh, that might be good. Each time a power is stolen from the opponent, get an indefinite 15% prowess buff. Each time a purify effect on the defender fails to ability accuracy, the attacker gains an unblockable for 5 seconds. Each time the attacker gains an unstoppable buff, the attacker gains an extended passive, extending the duration of all buffs for 30 seconds. We're going to go with prowess. No, we're going to go with intensify. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to look at these. At the start of the fight, every 12 seconds, the defender chooses between special 1 and 2, or using the specials granted by the attacker a true damage Using a chosen special grants the attacker a true damage passive for 8 seconds, while using a non-chosen special grants the defender 20% of their max power. I think Juggernaut might be easier just because we're going to have so many debuffs. The attacker triggers a buff, it is immediately nullified, and the defender gets... Yeah, we're going to go this one. Yeah. Okay, wait, so do we get any more of those, or... Am I better off just, like... I think we do this. I think we go with the intensifier of all the other ones, and then... I think we go with the healing. Because then we'll also get one from beating him, so I think we do that. And then we do the Fury buff one. So then if I do back-to-back mediums, we'll gain a Fury buff. Okay, we got to start figuring this out here. Because, look, now they're starting to stack. Fury buff. Fury buff. Oh, Fury buffs. Fury buffs. Boom. All right, that's how you do that. Fury. It's not for a long time. Okay, so we should have chosen the Fury ones, which also we did because of the Intensify. I'm happy we did that. Because now it's capped at 5, and now all these ones that we're getting are just, look at this. Oh, yeah, that's what we want. See, that, I'm going to assume that's what it is. The first bit of trying to get through this is so difficult that I bet once you get through this, it's just so easy. Defender's attacks have a 10% chance to inflict a stun debuff, so you cannot get hit. The defender has above 2 bars of power. If the defender, while the defender has above 2 bars of power, they get an indefinite protection passive, reducing all damage source for 25 seconds. This is infamous Iron Man. You have to watch out for his wall of iron. Or aura of iron, I mean. Okay. It's not a problem. All we really have to do is just probably parry. And just go with the mediums. Great thing I have him as a character, because watch. Okay, see, this is where we have to watch. And then what we do is this, and we kind of get that going. We get into here a little bit more. We start building those intensifies. We start power stealing. Watch, his special 2 is going to do crazy damage. I can already tell. And we're getting that consistent heal. And the block proficiency is just making this so... Look at this. We're taking no damage whatsoever. We're stealing power. And look at this. Boom. Yeah. Okay. So I would say playing off of his... You really want to play off of that one. Oh, wow. I was not expecting... I didn't even use the other prowess. Or the other persistent charges. Because you gain one every single fight. So after the first fight, it's just like... Such a higher jump in power. While the defender is knocked down, they get an indefinite cruelty buff. They gain a cruelty buff for 10 seconds. While the defender has a cruelty buff, they can perform critical hits to your attacker's blocks. While the defender is knocked down, they get an evade charge for 8 seconds. Oh, so that could work in our favor, though. That could work in our favor. If the defender would lose more than 3% health from a single source, it shuts it down. When the defender starts to fight with a protection passive, reducing all incoming attacks. Whenever the defender finishes a special attack, the shield goes down on cooldown for 30 seconds. This cooldown... Yeah, I would rather try to deal with Kraven. We're going to try and deal with Kraven here. And just do the Fury buffs. Nice thing about Summon Symbiote... Oh, okay, let's look at this. So now we get a good... Oh, okay. More of these are here. Okay, tree buff, poison, immunity. Okay, we gotta get a tree buff thing. We got the poison, bleed, immunity, cold snap, rupture, immunity, incinerate and shock immunity, reverse controls. Actually, let's look at this real quick. Do you have reverse controllers? Anything that... Rooted, started the fight. I think the rooted is... I think those reverse controls are really gonna help. I really hope we just keep getting this, and it's just like a crazy buff. Each time you purify, stolen things... I think we do the power steal. Yeah, we're going to do the power steal. I think it might... I don't know if that's going to work in our favor or not, but I think we do power steal. So all you want to do... Yeah, that's great. Oh, you didn't. I didn't get that. You only get those from the nodes. Oh, so you have to pick which ones you want and just have to go with those. I think having one at least in each wouldn't be a horrible idea. So that way he's a little more balanced. Ooh! Come on. See, look at that. Got those in different prowess. Watch this. This next attack's going to do a bunch of damage. Watch it. Watch. He's going to set that trap. We're going to try and lure him away from this because I'm not trying to deal with Cravens. And watch. Okay. This is not too hard. I would say the main thing is you just need to use the Summon Symbiote. Pretty big bummer if you do not already have him ranked up, because I think there's a certain way to rank him up, and I don't know how. I think they have to give out certain... It's like the Symbiote Catalyst or something, unless they just are now giving him out with, like, full fucking... full freaking... I'm gonna cut that out. I'm blanking out here. Awakening, like what they did with Miles Morales Spider-Man. Okay, so watch this. It's gonna rotate from special 2 to special 1 here, and then watch. We're gonna put so much damage on him. Here, boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Do it again. See, look at that. I think this is way more easier than most people probably think it is. My question is, I'm wondering if they give a boost every single time, Or if what happens is that you just start to... You don't... Okay, so I can either get the heal. Okay, now we're reversing 2 people. And we get another boss node. Okay, we're going to look at these. Combat power, heavy attack, suffer 50% damage reduction. 7... Oh, you get more of those. See, there you go. Okay, so it's Sector 4, you get another few of these. Because it makes sense why they're not going to give you just a bunch of these every single time. Is because they cap out. So probably along the way you'll build it up. When the inflicted with the debuff has a chance to purify it. But I swear he has something where if he purifies stuff, if he purifies his buffs, he goes crazy. So Brute, the Falter, we're gonna go Craven. We're gonna go Craven because that's who I have ready to go. Dang. My best thing I would recommend is probably getting that whatever one. I'm probably going to rank that one up next. And the Intensify. What is it? The orange one? So that way the Fury buffs just get stronger. Because look, boom, boom, boom. When you're dodging, when you dodge your attacks, you get the... Look, and... So look, I'm doing the double mediums, and that's giving me the Intensify. And then when I dodge, I'm getting Prowess. I wasn't even fully reading that. That's crazy. It wasn't no boss node, but like... I was going to say, the rewards are pretty nice too, because I don't know if I'm that close, though. I'm trying to... Because I typically get like 6 stars crystals from it. I'm actually going to save up. And I'm going to try and get I think with how much damage we're doing, it doesn't really matter. And then I would still recommend... I think Scream... Maybe I'm crazy about this, but I think Scream and Venom the Duck are, like... I would say personally the best. Wait. You just get prowess for dodging back? What? He's scared of me. He's just like, I don't want to deal with that. Ah! Yeah, no. I think that was a really good fight, though. Yeah, almost wish I didn't totally take all that extra damage. How much do you get from... Oh, 5,000 and 10,000. That's 30. That's 50. That's 90. And then that's 170,000 incursion shards. You can either buy multiple... Wow, that's great. Oh, and then look at that. You get another health bonus. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Let's read this before just going in. Cost 50% less. Power. Every 10 seconds, the power sting. Remove one of these power stings for every... Okay. When the defender health drops below 30%, every 7 seconds, they gain a physical... Okay. So be quick, punish, deal damage. Watch this. That's gone. Do this. And that's how you just kind of run through that real quick. I didn't even upgrade them. I have the persistent charges and didn't even use them. And now we get a Zone 4, you get another boss node. Let's see if I can get even to 30. I'd love to, but I don't know if I'm going to do... I might split this into 2 parts. Potencies of furries are increased. That might be what I do. That might be what I do here. I could do critical damage. We're going to do Furies. I don't know why I'm always focused on doing more damage. But then taking, you know what I mean? Just tanking stuff. I just want to, like, be a glass cannon, apparently. We could test it out, because I bet what's going to happen here, and this is a lot of just luck, is it going to give me the thing to do the auto block stuff? I think that's actually the nodes on the character themselves. A placebo buff. Lasting 15... What does placebo mean? I almost want to get it just to try it out, but I think giving more power to him is just going to make this a lot easier. I'm just kind of testing things out. We're going to do this too. Start the fight with a 42 buff, reducing damage. What is the thing that stops the auto blocks? Medium attacks reduce evadability, and heavy attacks have a chance to convert bleed to poison. Invade. The Fury. Each time the some user dashes backward, purify 4 debuffs and steal some power. Yeah, that's not bad at all. But we only have 7. I don't know if it's better to do this one just when struck have a... Then all the other evolutions. By 20%. Okay, start the fight with the 42 buff, reducing damage taken, and additionally reduce purify ability. That's not bad. If throwing a special, each time the summon dashes backwards. Okay. Ooh. I was, just not gonna work there? Did that just glitch out? What's going on there? I think maybe what we do is because I think stealing the power is good. I think stealing power is good. I think starting the fight with a fortitude buff is always going to be good. And then light attacks. So when I'm really low on health and they have buffs, light attack to nullify, and then that'll make it so I heal. Watch. Light attack, and we're healing some more. And then what we can do is just go back and forth. We just got to play this style. So mediums, so we can build up our Furies. Throw our special. Dodge back a bunch. Just steal all of that power. Do it again. And look, was that 268k damage? Ooh, that was brutal. That was brutal. This is kind of fun. This is different. The attacker's special attack deals 50% more damage, but their other special attacks deal 50% less. Each time the defender activates a special attack, they place a passive ion post. At 10 charges, the attacker's power is burned for 100% of the current. If the attacker performs a special 3, so we don't have a special 3. So we have to watch on the specials. I think we just have to kill him as quick as possible. Striking into the defender's block or auto block causes the attacker to be inflicted with a concussion debuff, reducing ability accuracy for... Okay. We have to watch out for the auto block. And I think that was a note I could have taken somewhere. I thought True Strike reduced that. See, this is it. I'm definitely taking more damage than I'd like, but watch this. Do that, boom, 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 90k there. Was that, or was I 60k? I wasn't fully paying attention. Probably could have looked there too. Okay, so I think the hardest part for most people is probably getting past that first thing. Both the attacker and defender will gain a passive fury during their special attacks. While below 1 bar power, they gain 25%. 2 or above, they gain 2,200%. Defender rotates stun. Okay, immunities. The defender is more likely to use the same special attack they most recently used. When the attacker lands the same basic attack in a row, the defender gains an unblockable buff. So we want to do a mixture. See, that's what I was wondering about. Our light attacks nullify it. And then big damage. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this is fun. I'm having fun with this. Armor rating, fury buffs, power rate, power sting effects, stun effects. I think we go with fury again. I think we just make it so that we can just destroy them. Oh, that's the hardest thing. I'm gonna need to pause this just to do something else with my fury gains. Alright, so I think Old Man Logan might be the easiest. Rooted. Blocked from the attacker. Start a 5-second timer if the falter. When striking the defender, the attacker has a... That's why they wanted us to do that. The defender throws a special attack. They gain 1 passive powers with each hit. I don't want to deal with those two. And maybe I should have just read them, but we're going to go this way. Because I think if I can quickly do this fight, which with some Symbiote I probably can, we can just... Okay, parry. Starting to think those immunities earlier were probably for a reason. But 186,000 on a special 2 is pretty okay. That wasn't even with prowess. Wasn't even with prowess. I just need to play this very smart. We do this, watch. Oh, Sauron's immune to power drain? That was another... What did that say? What's the highest attack I did? Biggest hit, 186,000. Amazing. Amazing. I think I'm going to take a real quick break. The defender starts the fight with a protection passive. When the defender finishes special, pauses. Cruelty buff for every 10 hits in their combo meter. If the combo meter is such a 0. Oh, okay, so we just can't get hit. For every 10 seconds, Power Sting be above 10. Special 2 deals 20% more damage on the first hit, or its projectile, such as a beamer, is unblockable. So special 1. We want to use Heimdall's special 1 here. Now watch this. Power drain, power drain, power drain, power drain, power drain, power drain, power drain. Boop. Just do a little bit of that, and 278,000. Okay. I'm going to take a quick little pause and come back with Zone 7. Special attacks, debuff. Ooh, that would be good. Regeneration rate while blocking, though, I think would be really good, but I think we do this. I think 4% debuff. Yeah, I think that'd be crazy. All right, I'm going to pause and come back. So, be back.